Happy New Year, everyone. So, welcome to the Alchemy Scope for January, the start of not only the new moon, new month, but a new year, a new season. This new moon is conjunct our winter solstice. And, you know, this cycle, 2014, began with a new moon that landed on New Year's Day, 2014. So symbolic, amazing, right? So here we are with the bookend and the new moon landing on the winter solstice. Amazing. I mean, so powerful. And so let's look at the macrocosmic scale. What is happening for all of us on the collective scale right now? So the new moon is at the 0 degree point, and if you watched the Alchemy Scopes last month, you know that this is the third in 3 consecutive 0 degree new moons. Hello, pure potentiality at play here. We are being asked to really step up to the plate, people, so it's very exciting. But this particular new moon is imbued with the Sabian symbol. An Indian chief claims power from the assembled tribe. And I've been looking at the Sabian symbol since January, since last January. And the story that's been unfolding for us this year at this time is phenomenal. It's been fantastic to see it play out. So, what does this mean? This Sabian symbol that's imbued within the degree point, within this cycle, within not only the monthly cycle, but within the winter cycle, the new season cycle, and within the new year to come forward. Well, you know, in my mind, we've passed a tipping point. Enough people are stepping out into their truth. And we can now claim our power. We can see the truth of how living systems operate, and we can step up to the plate, claiming our power from the assembled tribe. Those that have come before, those that have pointed the way, and the information that we've learned. So, this is about your new beginning. Yeah, baby. So, a new year. So let's go ahead and dive into the individual signs and see what microcycles look to be unfolding for you, and the stories, also the guidance. So as you know, the Alchemy Scope is a 6-point scope meant to bring forward information about the patterns and cycles in nature that affect us on the microcosmic scale. Because we are co-creators, right? So we are the content, and source, life, nature, cosmos, is a context. And in and out, we flow. We always are co-creating. We are not victims of life. We are not victims of our reality. We create our reality. We work with the cycles that play out in nature. And if we can harness them, then that's what it's all about. You use the energies that are at play, and you use it for your own soul growth. That's what it's about. This is about playing with the universe. So, are you ready to play? Let's look at your signs. So Capricorn, let's take a look at the microcycle that may likely be unfolding for you in this next 30-day cycle. I went ahead and threw the coins, and the I Ching hexagram that came up for you this month is 35 easy progress. Now, the 2 trigrams that make up this hexagram are fire above, earth below. Let me read to you what it means, a reminder that I'm using the language from the visionary I Ching, which is a more modern day interpretation or language applied to the original ancient I Ching divinatory system. The general situation is one of easy natural progress. What has been weak is steadily ascending, and by gaining a prominent position becomes more powerful.
The image is the light of the rising sun, which at first appears dimly through the mists, but this weak light later radiates with powerful clarity once the sun has reached a high position in the sky. Progress is made when those in subordinate positions make peace with those above, and in so doing create a natural means for their talents and abilities to become prominent. It is by recognizing and riding with the natural course of events, by hitching our wagon to the rising sun, as it were, that we advance our position and earn respect. Don't forget that goodness in human nature is like the dim but beautiful early morning light. It can be easily obscured by greed, hatred, and other forms of self-absorption, just as the morning light can be swallowed by the fog. Be reminded that progress is achieved most effectively when right action is taken without concern for immediate reward, and when the path of the weaker aligns with that which is strong. So, this is interesting. Let's take a look at your spread.
Hi, Capricorns. So let's take a look at a spread to see what event or circumstance might be coming forward for you this month for growth and evolution. So I went ahead and already shuffled my deck. This is, again, like last month, I'm using the 144 card series deck that I created for myself. And the spread that I'm using is called a synchronic spread. Let's see what wants to come up. Okay, so this is a relatively simple spread. It depends on reversals if there are more cards that want to come forward for clarity. So, you're going to be in a state, this is not surprising, because this Capricorn new moon is your new moon. And this is a rebirthing cycle for you Capricorns. And you are going to be in a state of contemplation. You're going to be perhaps, in a state of stillness at the front of the year, contemplating what you want. You are going to be thinking about your freedom. You're going to be thinking about your individuality. What makes you feel free? What activates your sense of freedom? Emotionally, it's interesting. There is going to be a great stillness around a lot of Capricorns. Again, this is a general reading, so this is not going to apply to all Capricorns, but emotionally, you're going to be stilled. You're going to be at rest. You're going to be, now again, this is my deck with my personal images here, so these images are not going to resonate for all people, but hopefully you can get a sense of the card. Your emotions are going to be stilled. You're going to be calm this month. You're going to be contemplative. You're going to be calm. And circumstances, because we asked about an event or a circumstance, there is going to be a sense of calm, and it's going to allow you to contemplate. Your mind, too. This is a beautiful spread, Capricorn. And we'll get to the other sector in a second. But your thoughts are going to be light and graceful, light yet deep, that beautiful state of balance, that graceful state. So your mind is going to be in a state of grace. You're going to be in a state of contemplation. Your emotions are going to be at rest. On a spiritual level, it looks like you're going to be pondering about, of a place that's beautiful, a trip perhaps you went on, a journey in the past that you went on. And this place that evoked beauty for you, it could have been overseas from where you live or very far away from home. This place evokes or embodies deep beauty. It's a beautiful place that you're thinking about. So this is in your consciousness this month, a place of beauty. A place of beauty that you're thinking about. There's information in this place that you accessed that is causing you to be, that is assisting in this place of contemplation. I'm quite intrigued with this spread. It's a beautiful spread. It's quite, you know, it's a calm and peaceful spread. So this month, it doesn't look like there's a particular situation or event per se, but it looks like the month in general is going to be themed with this stilled state. And again, this is a general reading. This is not going to apply to all Capricorns. There are certainly Capricorns out there that are going to have a lot of activity going on in the month, or feel like they don't have a space to be contemplative. If you are one of those Capricorns that are watching this Alchemy Scope, what I'd recommend is that you do indeed contemplate. You sit and meditate. You actually go to meditation, go into a place, a state of meditation. So this is quite interesting. I love this spread. And it does, again, because of the 0-degree Capricorn new moon cycle, and because this is your distinct new moon, this feels absolutely, completely, and utterly aligned, and it's beautiful. So for this transition place between 2014 and 2015, at this 0-degree portal point for Capricorns, and for this triple new cycle beginning, what a beautiful state to be in. A state of reflection, contemplation, peace, and calm. So beautiful. Let's see what else wants to come forward for you this month. Hi, Capricorn. So, oh my goodness. So this is your moon. This is your time. This is such a big beginning for you. It's so exciting. So, I mean, it's exciting for all of us, but there's something enmeshed within your structure that is about this new beginning portal that's very, I don't know, juicy. It's wonderful. So let's see okay, so at this time, Capricorn, for you at this powerful point, you know, what archetype is asking to be awakened within you, to be instigated through you, or to be evolved within you from its lower frequency to its higher frequency manifestation. Okay, interesting. So you get Hermit. Hermit. The lower frequency manifestation of Hermit are withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. The higher frequency manifestations of Hermit seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. Now, your spread spoke to this. So I would say beautiful. What an alignment. You know, this is about you reviewing things for the year ahead. And this feels really wonderful. Hermit can have, I guess, sort of a negative connotation, but it's not at all. It's just a matter of going within versus seeking without, going within at this time. And we are at this point of the darkest time of the year. So at this new moon, it will be on the winter solstice, which is the shortest day of the year. This is inherently the time to be more withdrawn, to go within. So it's interesting because Capricorn, it feels like that is just very aligned with this time frame, inherently. Its natural time frame. So let's look at the Doreen Virtue deck, the Ascended Masters, and see which Ascended Master has guidance for you. Let's see what wants to come forward. Okay, so you get Osiris, father, husband, brother, son. And I'm going to read from the book. Osiris is, a Egyptian god. He was dismembered and then put back together again. He's the husband of Isis. So let's see. I can't quite remember what she says in here about Osiris, though. So your guidance. So this situation involves a significant man in your life. Your new relationships with men are affected by your old relationships and your father, ex-husband, boyfriend, brother, son, and other males. Let me read that again. The situation involves a significant man in your life. Your new relationships with men are affected by your old relationships with your father, ex-husband, boyfriend, brother, son, or other males. This is a perfect time for you to heal and release any old wounds connected to men in your life. God and the Ascended Masters will support you as you focus on letting go of old toxins such as anger, blame, or guilt. This clearing process opens the way for healthy relationships with men and with your own male energy. So this is really about healing the masculine, the external masculine, men in your life, and the internal masculine within yourself. So that's beautiful. So let's take a look at what Dakini wants to come up for you now.
Capricorn, so let's take a look at the Dakini that came forward for you this month. So what embodiment would optimally serve your growth and evolution this month? You received 57 Bionica. And I'm going to read to you a little bit from what Penny Slinger writes on the Dakini Bionica. And again, like I did last month, because the information is a bit long, I'm going to go ahead and link to the PDF. So if you'd like to dive a little deeper, you're welcome to go ahead and link there. But let me read to you what Bionica is. Fashioned from the materials of the earth, she becomes a new form of matter, transmuted through the power of consciousness. Bionica is the cyber Dakini, part human, part machine. She embodies the consciousness that is manifested through the world of computers, robots, and modern technology. She is the elemental of the new materials of industry and technology. As such, she is one of the new Dakinis, quote unquote, a product of our times and created for the evolution of the energy that flows through this framework. All matter is eligible for goddess grace and can be a vehicle for her energy work, for her energy field to work through directly. Where there are objects created through the application of consciousness on the part of humans, when humans can channel the frequencies of divine consciousness into these forms, then surely these pieces of machinery and these circuits can start resonating in the frequency band. Let me read you a little bit more down below. Bionica brings you the gift of direct connection with the world of machines. If you use computers, machinery, and other technological devices, Bionica has manifested in your reality to help you establish a deeper relationship with them, to acknowledge the Dakini goddess energy within the machine, quote-unquote man-made intelligence and intelligences. She embodies within the technology matrix. Understand that all of creation is part of nature. Whatever we fashion and make is still part of nature, part of this creation, a combination of elements from the natural world. So Capricorn, this gives you a taste. The document link is below if you'd like to go a little bit deeper into Bionica. It's a very interesting Dakini to receive. I've not received this one before, so you are the first one to get this.
So everyone, I hope that this month ahead becomes the powerful portal that it is intended to be, that it is primed to be. If you do want to create big changes in your life, now is the time to actualize it. So I hope the Alchemy Scope served you in bringing forward some information that can help you harness those energies in order to create the new foundations for you for the year ahead. 2015, you add the numbers together, it's 8. 8 inherently imbues the qualities of abundance. It's also the number of infinity. The form itself is the number of infinity. It's the content and the context. It's the in and the out. As above, so below. As without, so within. So, yeah, this is a powerful year. And it's encoded that way in many ways, and we're certainly starting it off that way. So I wish you a wonderful month ahead. I want to remind you that if you do want to learn the archetypes and the symbols that live within you, specific to your birth chart, specific to your entry point into this 3D reality, then check out the archetypal profile and the symbolic profile. The archetypal profile is very in-depth. The symbolic profile is a little more esoteric. It doesn't come with full definitions. The symbols are more for you to assess. But I would definitely recommend both. If you're somebody who's been on the journey of, self-investigation this is definitely a tool that you'll want to have. It's foundationally informative. So until the next video or the next Alchemy Scope, I'll see you soon.